Welcome to Wealth Print. So let's just jump right in. Have you ever actually thought about retiring a decade earlier? I mean, really thought about it. It might sound like a bit of a pipe dream, but it's totally possible. Today, we're going to break down how the incredible power of compounding can literally turbocharge your savings and turn that dream into a real plan. So here's our game plan for today. We're going to kick things off with the big idea, the dream of retiring early. Then we'll dive deep into 4 different ways to make compounding work for you, from the slow and steady kind to the really supercharged stuff. And of course, we'll wrap it all up with an action plan you can start using right away. All right, let's kick things off with a question I think is on pretty much everyone's mind. Look, it might sound a little out there, right? But the answer is a definite yes, but only if you really get one key idea: compounding. It's this quiet, almost invisible force that can build some serious wealth over time if you let it. So what is compounding? It's actually super simple at its core. Just picture a tiny snowball at the top of a really big hill. As it starts to roll, it picks up more snow, right? It gets bigger, and because it's bigger, it picks up snow even faster. That is exactly what compounding does for your money. It's an exponential growth machine. All right, let's get into our first strategy. We'll start with the classic, the safest, most traditional way to compound your money. This is probably where most of us get our start. And right there, that's where the magic starts to happen. See that? In year 2, you didn't just earn interest on your original 10 grand. Nope, you also earned interest on that extra $300 from year 1. Now, it's a small difference at first, I get it, but over decades, this is what builds a super stable foundation for your wealth. Okay, so a safe, stable foundation, that's awesome. But if you really want to speed things up, we've got to talk about supercharging this thing. And that means looking at a much more powerful form of compounding, from investing in growth assets. So you've got your savings account, which is safe. And then you have the stock market. Now, yeah, there's more risk, but the potential for higher returns is just way, way higher. And that higher return means a much faster compounding effect. You're not just growing your money, you're reinvesting gains and dividends to buy more assets that can then grow themselves. It's a powerful cycle. And check this out. This is a really cool mental shortcut you can use. It's called the Rule of 72. It just gives you a rough idea of how powerful this is. Doubling your money every 9 years or so just based on an 8% return, without you lifting a finger, that's how a small starting amount can explode into a real retirement fund. And here's a pro tip, and honestly, this is one of the biggest no-brainers out there. If your employer offers a 401k match, you take it. It's literally free money. It's like starting that snowball halfway down the hill. You're instantly boosting your investment base, which gives you so much more to compound from day one. Okay, so far we've talked about money growing on its own, but guess what? You're not just a passenger on this ride. You can actually step on the gas yourself. And this next type of compounding is all about how you do that. I mean, this right here is huge. Think about it. You can't control what the market does day to day, right? But you know what you can control? Your savings rate. And that puts you firmly in the driver's seat of your own financial future. Just look at this chart. It lays it all out perfectly. The difference between just putting in the same amount every year versus actively increasing how much you save, it's massive. Every time you get a raise, instead of just spending it all, you funnel a piece of it into your investments. You are literally making your snowball bigger and faster with your own 2 hands. All right, for our final strategy, we're bringing out the big guns. These are the 2 turbochargers for your compounding engine. If you get these 2 right, you can really put your wealth building into overdrive. This story about Alex and Sam says it all, really. Time is your absolute best friend in this game. That extra decade that Alex had gives his money so much more time to work its magic that his final number just blows Sam's out of the water. It's simple. The best day to start was yesterday. The second best day is today. And the second turbocharger, it's all about avoiding what's called tax drag. In a regular account, the government takes a slice of your gains every year. But as you can see here, in a tax-sheltered account, 100% of that growth stays in your account, working for you, earning more money. So using accounts like these, it's like putting that snowball of yours inside a protective force field. Things like 401ks, IRAs, and even health savings accounts let your money grow year after year without taxes chipping away at it. It maximizes that compounding effect big time.
Whew, okay, we've covered a ton, so let's bring it all home. Let's put these 4 strategies together into a simple, straightforward action plan that you can actually use.
And the key thing to remember is that these aren't separate tricks. They all work together, amplifying each other. You build that safe base, then you supercharge it with market returns, you actively feed it with more savings, and you protect it all with time and tax advantages. It's the combination that creates that amazing exponential growth.
You know, the best part about all this? Starting is actually really simple. It could be as small as opening a high yield savings account this week or bumping up your 401k contribution by just 1%. Every little pebble you add gets that snowball rolling. What's your take on this? Share it in the comments section. Thank you for watching Wealth Print.